What's going on, guys? Welcome to another day of living and welcome back. Sorry it's been a long time since I posted a video, but first of all, Friday the 2nd of July here, and it's about 21 degrees, 6:30 in the evening, and look at this absolutely beautiful weather that we've got. Perfect working conditions. So yeah, as you can see, new car reveal, and let's get straight to the introduction of the car. A lot's been done to the car. Clutch, headlights, grille, air intake inducts top and bottom, splitter, painted the indicators red, wheels have been put on, car's had a good clean up all the way through. It's a bit dirty at the moment, but we'll go and get that washed one day. Riga side skirts, in case anyone's wondering. So yeah, Riga tuning, roof bars, GTi edition interior, changed a few little bits on the steering wheel. This is actually a red colour concept centre, the airbag, Pink Floyd radio, anniversary edition handbrake and shifter, chrome handles, door pins. What else have we done? We painted all of the trim work because it was so faded. Like I say, we'll put some pictures up of it for you, but can I just say, if you guys live in England, look at that trim. Sorry when my camera focuses. Absolutely amazing stuff. Halfords truck bed liner paint, I think it's £10.95 a can. It took me 4 cans to do the whole car, including the rear spoiler. That's another thing we've changed actually as well. It's a Hella spoiler that's got the extra lip on the back. Cox strut brace. It's on coilovers as well. So yeah, side indicators are clear. It's a nice car. Like I said, it's done 200,000 miles. Full service history all the way through. A lot of maintenance receipts, £13,000 worth, so the car's been well looked after, doesn't really want for anything, and now it's got the original exhaust on, hence me picking this up. Yesterday was my birthday, 33, woohoo! But yeah, I went out on my birthday, drove about 4 hours to go pick this up because it was really cheap. So yeah, we've got the mid-section resonator delete, we've got the rear resonator delete, and I'm going to put this exhaust on for the minute. So we will change over eventually, but yeah, the old system is looking really tired, and it's a bit of a bodge up at the moment. Now don't get me wrong, I had to change it up for a minute to get through the emissions test for our road safety, which it pulled through just about, but the cat's all good, that can stay on. I need to remove the rear resonator delete there. I need to remove the mid resonator delete there, put the Sportex on. I need to remove the rear resonator delete and then put the back box on. So we're going to get to that next. So 17mm bolt, 17mm socket at the top, and we can start undoing the midsection. Bolts out, that will do, loosen that. See if we can get this one. This one's a bit tight because of the angle, but sure it won't be impossible. Need something to hold it. Also got some new clips for the heat shield. Another thing that was done with this car was the O2J shifter linkages and tower upgrade. So the gears are a lot nicer, a lot smoother. Yeah, it's a really, do you know what? It's a really fun little car to drive actually. Really fun little car to drive. Really does go for 200,000 miles. It's still very seriously solid. The engine runs absolutely like a dream. Still got loads of power. Yeah, it's it really is a bloody brilliant little car. I love it to bits. I'm not gonna lie, I actually love it to bits. So that's those ones loosened. I'm just gonna loosen one at the back. Bear with me a second. So we have got a bolt there, right there. Sorry about the thing, but it's a bit tight under here. So yeah, that is one of the spots where it's blowing. As you can see, someone sealed it up before, and I believe it's the same around here. All of it is starting to rust and rot, so that can go. Goodbye, no more. Job done. So yeah, I'm just gonna actually, I'll tell you what, I haven't got to remove that nasty little bolt there, because what I can do is just unattach these two rubbers, slide the whole thing that way, and hopefully get it out. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to put the camera down and get on with it. Once it's removed, I will be back. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, beats me and these guns. Whew, I'm tired though. And there we have it. Sweet, glorious moment. Now I did have to cut it purely because that bolt was not having it, so I went for the quicker option. Right, time to get this on. So we obviously got the mixed midsection to get on. Slide that onto the cat, slide the rear pipework onto that, and one of the little U-bolts can come round onto there, onto that section right there, and then another one around to the exhaust, and we should be good to go once we've got the exhaust hung up. So going to get that on, get it all bolted up, and we give her a start. Maybe wake up some snoozy neighbours, you know, afternoon naps and all that. Not anymore. So we're back under the car. This is the end of the cat. I'm just quickly going to give this a quick sand down, get all this crap off, and then we will reseal it with some of this fire gun paste. So good for exhausts. Just make sure you get no leaks, no blows and stuff like that. So yeah, get this cleaned up, and then we'll slide the midsection on with the fire gum on, bolt that up, make sure that's nice and sort of tight to a degree. Get the rear pipework on and the back box, make sure it's all tight together, and give it a good bolt up, make sure it's all tight as well. And then we've got the fun part, giving you a start. Woo, yeah, I can't wait. Right. So we're all cleaned up. Look at that. Almost see my reflection in that. Nice. Let's have a bit of that. Right. So let's get this gummed up. Aim it down so it obviously runs inside. Little top tip there. Don't want it dripping on you like I just did on my first take. Lovely stuff. So yep, that's all gummed up. Slide her in at the back because she obviously needs to go over the metal, and a wiggle, and then once you've done that, where is the hammer? I'm going to give her a little tap at the back. Resistance, bear with me a second. It's a bit long, and I don't know. Right. Now, is that one? Bit more, I think. Oh, it's tight under here. Oh. Put my leg in the way, sorry guys. I think that she's on. Yeah, it seems to be on nice and tight. Right. U-bend. Bring that down. Get it into situ. Where did I put the spanner? 1 second. Very good question. Oh, don't work under cars, kids. It's not fun. Where did I put that? Be back in 1 second. There it is, right. And we're back in the room. Yes, we've got there. 13, perfect. And I'm back. Okay. And she goes. Best thing to do is hold this a little bit each side at a time. Make sure it's nice and central. And look, there we go. Now we get somewhere. Nice clamp. Make sure I'm on. Yep, I'm on. Good, it turns. Till I can't turn it no more almost. It's actually still quite warm. I think she's got it. I think she's on. I think she's on. Yes. Right. That's the midsection. Let's move to the back. Right. Quick tip. Obviously with these horseshoe clamps, once this pipe work is on, you won't be able to get one on from the back. So slide this on first. And then it's obviously already in place. Once you connect this up to the midsection, you can tighten that up. And obviously at the moment as well, while it's out, I'm going to fire gun paste it now, and then I'm going to take it around, slide it underneath. Right, so let's get this on. Obviously the back has to go over the rear beam first. There goes my horseshoe clamp. Top tip that was. Slide that on.
Now, let's get this lined up. Let's just get there a minute. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Give it a good wiggle on. There we go. Hangers. On nice and tight. Let's try and get let me change positions and get my knee behind this. Really push this out. Sorry about that. So we can get this hanger on. There you go, that's the tight one. That's that one. On. Now, we might have to use a 13mm ratchet spanner to get the horseshoe clamp on, because it's actually, annoyingly, right in the middle, under this. So, give him a quick tighten up by hand, get him roughly in place. Things I do to make a YouTube video. I'm crazy, man. So updates as well, saying that while we're here, we might as well. So I ended up having my first child with my wife. We had a boy. His name is Cooper. He was born in January. Just over 5 months old now. And he is, and I know this sounds very cliche, but he is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's so chilled out, it is unreal. Don't get me wrong, like all babies, he has a bit of a moan from time to time, but generally he's always smiling, he's always happy, very good natured, very relaxed, just a blessing, literally just a blessing to mine and my wife's life. Made us very happy, and yeah, we do love him to bits. You really do not understand or comprehend what having a child does in terms of how it changes your perspective on the world, and your mental thinking. You become a completely different person in the absolutely best way possible. Yeah, it's an amazing thing to do, and I recommend it to anyone. Simple, but anyone, I recommend it. Obviously, live your life a little bit first, you know, travel a few places, get to know yourself and understand who you are, and then go for it. Literally, I do not regret it one bit. Anyway, that's the centre section on, and the mid pipe, and now it's just the back box. We're all buttoned up on there. It's nice and tight. So I'll see you at the back. Right, so I've already fire gun pasted the end of the exhaust, as you can see, and the clamps on. So now let's get them roughly lined up. Best thing to do is slide the first hanger on first, because it's quite tight and it can be a pain in the backside, and then bring the rear up to this Now you might have to fight it a bit. There we go. Roughen it in. And before you get too far, slide the rear hanger on as well. I actually have just gone too far, but a bit of a fight, I should be able to get it on. Why? The struggle is real. You're just let's get hold of it. I'm the wrong way round. Bear with me a second. You know what, actually, I think if I slide. Cool. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That was a bit harder than expected. Try and give literally it the best wiggle you can to make sure it's in place. I'm even gonna give this a real good together and push, wiggle. I think, to be honest, I think we're about there. Now, this horseshoe clamp, I actually do at a bit of an angle, because if you ever need to adjust it, or your back box starts hanging a bit funny, it's a lot easier to jack the rear end of the car up, put it on an axle stand and adjust it that way than it is to adjust it if this horseshoe clamp was literally aimed straight down. So I actually put it at a slight angle for that, instead of that being in the way, the rear beam. So lovely little tip there for you guys. And then we're going to go for the clamp up. I'll tell you what, I'm actually just going to loosen that off a bit, slide it a little bit further up, just so it gets a nice tight grab on the end. Just give you guys a readjust. Get these shining. There we go. Let's bring these just over here. You see how that clamp is? So that's the better way of doing it, so you can get that in there nice and easy. Right. I might be loosening. Ha! My bad. There we go. Now we're good. It's a bit of an awkward place to be, I won't lie. But it's not the end of the world. And if this entertains you guys in the slightest, me being under a filthy car working on an exhaust, which I think can be one of the dirtier jobs. Your hands get covered, you get covered, all the exhaust fumes that have obviously built up to become soot end up on your hand, you wipe it on your face, you end up wearing it, look like you go home, look like you've just come back from war. Which this is pretty damn close to, actually. This is like more with a metal pipe. Just get in there. I think oops. Well, that might not have been the best idea. As you guys just see, whoopsie, rubbish. Got another one, luckily, but it is a bit rusty. But it will do the trick, and I bet you this one doesn't snap. Right, that one, bolt up, and you've already seen me do this, so I'm going to skip this. I'll see you in a second. And she is on. Up we go. Look at that. It's quite nice. Ooh, okay, check that out. Nice snug little fit. I like that. That's smart. Should we do the all important test? I am going to give you guys the treat. You're going to hear it from the back. Are you ready? Listen to that. Oh, she has got some bass. Nice. Right. Let's have a look. Sounds all good. Whoa. I love that. A little rev. So for anyone that doesn't know, Volkswagen Parts International, they're the heat shield clips. Brand new, ready to go. So I'm going to stick some of those on, stop that heat shield from rattling. I do apologise guys, it is getting a bit dark now, but best way to do these, if you can, get it in place, slot it on, get a socket and just tap it, and it will give it a nice tight push up. That one was a bit knackered, but as you can see, there's one there, one over here I've got to do. That one's good, so a few to tighten. And she's done. Heat shield's all tightened up, exhaust is on. Playtime. Oh Lord, she loud. So obviously we've now got the mid and rear resonator delete, and as you've heard, the car is sounding so much better. I actually can't wait to put my foot down in this thing, get some nice speed on it, and see how that sound comes out. One quick easy way to check to make sure your exhaust is all tight and not leaking is to run the car like I am now for a bit, and then have a look underneath and see if you can see any wet patches on the floor from where the exhaust is dripping. So I'll just show you quick. So obviously it's all on, and then if you was just to look at the floor and there's a wet patch, then you know your exhaust is leaking. And luckily I can say we are bone dry underneath here. So I'm going to leave that to run for a little bit, because that helped the fire gun paste harden up and dry off and seal everything. But now, these are original Mark III GTi 16 valve anniversary wheels, or just rather anniversary wheels. They're the actual ones that are 7J wide. So these are eventually going to get a nice refurb and go on the car and look just like those, but they've been painted over quite badly. This literally you can pick off, so the refurb hopefully shouldn't be too terrible. So they're going on the wheel. Now
an opinion, guys, please. Which splitter? That one or that one? I quite like the one on the floor. Let me know what you guys think, and if you prefer that one, we'll get that on pretty soon. So obviously there's some updates to do, but just listen to that purr. She sounds beautiful. So updates on the red project. Nothing much has been happening of late, but I've got loads of parts for it. We're going to start getting on to that one soon, but also on other news. I won't show you too much, but we will talk about that later. For the meantime, whew, let's go have some fun in it. Let's go for a cruise. Well, she definitely makes some noise, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go chase a sunset a minute. Day. So obviously yeah, I'm back and we are getting on with some bits now. We've got loads more to do, so if you like what you see today, like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Also forgot one for all you jokers out there.